Hi loves, and welcome to this message. This is going to be a message for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective. I'm honing in on the twin flame energy here, but irregardless of, what journey you may be on right now, this can connect with you. I was supposed to go live today at 3 p.m. I have to move it to tomorrow. So if you see this like the day that it uploads, I will be going live tomorrow, December 6th, at 3 p.m. Here on YouTube. I wasn't planning on not going live, but something has come up, so I won't be home to even do the live. So I wanted to get a message out for you guys today, just so you guys have something. And for those of you guys who are joining the live, thank you, my loves. I will see you and all your beautiful faces tomorrow. Well, your beautiful screen names tomorrow if you jump on the live. So anyways, I'm going to start with some chakra cards here. I want to get an idea of these chakra energies and messages, like where the masculines are, like what chakras are they really tuning into at this time? Getting a lot of like solar plexus. There's like a lot of like a lower chakra clearing happening collectively, and especially I feel with the masculines, starting to overcome, going through death of the ego, like overcoming fears and overcoming seeing through illusions, and they're seeing the patterning in their lives at this time. Like it's like they're living in Groundhog Day, right? It's like very robotic, very mundane in that way. Like there's no expansive energy and growth happening with situations that they've been stuck in that has been a blocked energy. So yeah, and then as I'm literally look down, there's the throat chakra. A lot of blue energy has been showing up. And when I say that, I mean like in readings, messages, not just collectively, but even with my clients and stuff. Cards, if I'm doing tarot or different decks, a lot of the cards that come out will have blue coloring in them. And I've even pointed it out in collective readings. So there's a lot of truth. Okay, this speaks of willpower and determination. So it says, I set clear boundaries for my own behavior and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. By being true to myself, which is something that the masculines have not been doing. They have been deceiving themselves more than anything by staying in, toxic cycles, patterns, etc. Okay, and then it says, I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviors within myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. You see, so there's, and it moves, it comes in layers, like ascension, right? Like we ascend and we shed more and more layers to attune to our true divine self, our true soul self, right? So they are getting real. There's a big energy of like, things are getting real here, okay? I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. My will is strong and my mind is clear. So they're cleaning up, for some of them, maybe they've struggled with substances, or, maybe they drink a lot because it's, a numbing agent. It helps them to numb, forget, it makes their life copeable is what I want to say, so that could be for some of you guys. But a lot of the addictive energy, it's more so like in relationships, karmic partners, karmic family, people, friends, like that, right? Okay, so wow, so you have willpower and determination, throat chakra. So a lot of throat chakra energy. The throat chakra is that of authenticity, expression, truth, right? So they are aligning to their truth, to their divine truth. And the more that they are connecting to that, and what it is that they want, and what they want to go after in life, or the transformations that they are, you know, seeing themselves going through or envisioning. They're setting boundaries. Okay, so willpower and determination and setting boundaries. Okay, and then we jump from the throat to the root chakra, which speaks of patience. As I observe in nature, growth takes time. Okay, so they are seeing how much growth has happened within themselves, but also within the divine feminine. Okay, they are feeling like the feminine has been very patient in this journey. This journey teaches that, it teaches patience, right? Things just like this card says, like nature shows us, like growth takes time. You know, you plant the seed and you don't get the fruit the next day. You have to wait. You have to cultivate the seed, take care of the seed, nurture the seed, right? And then it grows. Okay, so there is a lot of growth happening, you know, within the masculines, but also within the feminines. Okay, the feminines are rising very high right now in a lot of ways. It's so funny, like so random, but right now I just heard, you guys are gonna laugh, from Friends, the show Friends, Joey Tribbiani. How you doing? Okay, that's what I'm getting. How you doing? All right, so it's so random that that's coming through, but it really is like, that's like how the divine masculines are feeling and seeing and witnessing their feminine too. And they're like, I like what I see, and like, this is a powerhouse of a person, you know. And the masculines are a powerhouse as well, and they're stepping more into that alignment of standing in their power and remembering their true power, and the fact that they are a powerful being and creator just like you. So there's something here about like feeling they're running out of patience. Okay, I feel like and what I mean by that is like they've been there's like a stalling. They've been stalling energy, okay? They've been dragging their heels. They've been trying to avoid difficult, you know, confrontations or conversations, or, you know, endings in their life. And, you know, it really is like an energy of like, gosh, I just don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to go through that. Okay, and what I'm hearing is like, again. So yeah, you know, twin flames come together, like they reunite in the physical when they're ready to come together and reunite in reunion before they go into a separation. They've lived some life. A lot of twins have been married or divorced. A lot of twins, like they may, a lot of times when you come into union with your person, or you reunite in the physical with your person, which if you're here, most of you guys, yeah, you have, not maybe all of you guys, but most of you guys, yeah, tuning in, you have. And that is, I'm like losing my train of thought. Hello, bring it back. Okay, it'll circle back to me really quick. That's like the second time today that's happened in a reading, which is not uncommon to like lose my channeling. This came out in the last reading that I did for Twin Flames, the Starborn. These spirit babies are coming through, these star children that are meant to incarnate for some of you guys for sure. You know, they are star children. They're like crystal children. The sword is coming out for an archetype energy around the masculines right now. This is like Ace of Swords energy. See that lightning rod? You see like the different like night and day. All right. Things are being cracked open big time right now, but this is like the sword that they're using to stand in their truth, to have willpower, determination, and setting boundaries. That's what they're doing. They're setting boundaries, okay? And that's why I feel like the masculines are coming through with this patience energy, and they're like, I know that the feminine has been very patient, but spiritual growth takes time. It is growth. It is I mean, that is what ascending is, you know, it doesn't happen just boom, boom, boom like that. Now, I will say for the divine feminines, for many of you guys, it did. Like, I mean, again, it happens in layers. But for a lot of you guys, when you reunited with your twin in the physical or your masculine, right, you were very heavily, both of you, there was activations that took place on both part, but like the feminine, I just wrote like a whole thing out the other day on my Instagram. You guys can follow me there, Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. I'm the only Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot in the world that is meta verified with the blue check mark. So if it's a Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot that does not have the blue check mark next to the name, it's not me. Okay, my love? So, but we would love to have you there if you want to go over there. I always post and share, and I even do like little readings and reels and stuff like that. So anyways, I talked about like how heavily activated the feminine becomes, because, and it's like an awakening that just is like, boom, it is a catalytic, like it is, you know that you are awakening, even if you're already like on an awakening journey, it is still it's gonna catalyze you. It's gonna catapult you into this higher version of self, where you start embodying more of that, you know, self-love, and you really start going through a big transformation, a level up, a glow up, you know. It might be kind of gradual for some, but for some of you guys, it happens very quickly. Anyways, it's like, and then the divine masculine, in a kind of sense, it's like their energy is catching up to the ascension of like what the feminine is showing them and going through as well, right? So I feel like things are going down here. I think that this is like night and day, night and day. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a divine masculine energy here, that they are literally, it's like they are seeing, like it's like night and day within themselves. Okay, they feel like their lives, they know that their lives are going to be shifting and changing. They're creating that change to create more stability and expansiveness, and to, you know, they want truth, the sword. They want truth. They want real, deep, meaningful, profound, loving connections. They are no longer, you know, they're no longer addicted to the facade, to the illusion, the, you know, like, you know, sex and money and just work, or, you know, substances and right? Whatever else it is. They're no longer, you know, what, like an example that I'm actually like getting right now, like I'm being shown, is like maybe a masculine who used to like watch porn all the time. And through this awakening and through all of this like alignment of like truth and, you know, stepping more into like their power and wanting to like really ground their life, you know, they're feeling, it's like they feel like they're kind of like being blown about in the wind, you know, so they're needing to like grab on and stabilize themselves. But like it would be like someone who, like I said, like, you know, maybe they watched a lot of, you know, porn, and that is, you know, I'm not judging at all, but that is it's what's the word, it's like blasphemous of sacred, of sexual union, in the way of sex is something that is very sacred and very, very, very powerful on a energetic level. And like what happens energetically, like when someone orgasms and stuff, like it's wild, you guys. So anyways, those of you guys who know, you know, but it's like they are not turned on by that kind of like, you know, stuff anymore, is what I want to say. Okay, like, and that's just an example, you know, and that might be for one person out there, but I feel it came through pretty strongly, like basically, but it's symbolic of, you know, they're no longer interested in like that kind of stuff. That's just, you know, they're aligning more to that divine truth and what that is for them, and wanting honest, truthful, you know, meaningful connections. They are aligning more to their higher self. Okay, and so they're aligning more to, you know, wanting to live authentically, okay, and to live with honor, or be honorable, and like make honorable choices, and, You know, it's like what I'm getting is like a masculine who's like, I really want a life that I can be really proud of. And when they think of that, there's things for themselves that they want to do to create, you know, that sense of like, wow, I'm proud of myself, you know, because right now they're feeling not very proud of themselves. They're feeling, you know, there's a lot of shame around karmic partnerships, karmic patterning. If they were dating other people, if they've been with someone else, or if they're in like a marriage, they feel shame around that. There's like an embarrassment energy as well. You know, about like my feminine, you know, like my feminine saw me in these like lower states of consciousness, okay? And you know, I've made decisions based on the lower states of consciousness, and now they're moving out of those lower states of consciousness into the higher realms, if you will, the higher dimensions, right? And that is, you know, that's big, that's expansive, you know, and it ignites all kinds of creativity, innovation, imagination within you that maybe was blocked or closed off before. Okay. And I'm hearing the, oh my gosh, my mind is like, Waylon Jennings and, let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys, right? This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys, right? So it's like, it doesn't matter like how successful they seem on the outside or how other people are perceiving, like, it really is like the masculines, they can't, there's an ick factor to it. Like, I can't live a lie. I can't be in this anymore, you know? I used to be able to sit back and be okay with other people perceiving my life as, oh, everything's good, it's hunky-dory. And that's quite literally the facade that the masculines have been putting on to the feminine, to other people. When really in the home or the four walls or like their direct reality, it's not that at all. It's, you know, it's been chaotic for a lot of them. It's been very toxic for a lot of them. It's been, you know, a battlefield for a lot of them, you know, and they've been so concerned about other people, you know, how other people would perceive if they found out the truth, or if the masculine opened up to people and really shared like, hey, by the way, I'm in this really shitty relationship and I'm really unhappy. I can't think of the last time I laughed really hard. Like, you know, their inner child is like shaking them. Like, it is time to have fun. It is time for playfulness. It is okay, like, to be open, to be vulnerable, to be real. Okay. So let's see. I'm sure you guys don't just want to like listen to me talk, but hey, that's channeling. That's channeling. All right. So what else? Can we get another archetype card, please, here? The medallion. And then the thread. Yeah. This is the red string of fate is like what they call it. Like, you guys, it's unbreakable. This cord, this connection between you guys. Okay. So the medallion energy, this card always reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So it's like you have the Ace of Pentacles and you have like the Ace of Swords here for like an overall archetype energy of the divine masculines. So if there's like that type of energy here, you know, which is starting with the throat chakra and then going to the base chakra, they have been stalling because they have been fearful of, you know, I don't even know how to even begin a conversation with my feminine. Like, I don't even know how to like step back into the feminine's life. And of course, like the feminines are probably, you know, like, well, it's just communication, very easy, right? But you've changed so much and they can feel that and they know that and they see that. They've changed a lot too. You guys are coming, you know, back together, or like this is the idea of it, right? For union, you guys are coming back together, but you guys are meeting each other like on very different energetic levels, which is, you know, good. Like, you guys have been raising your vibrations. But it feels a little scary for the masculines because I don't want to say because like they're newer to like the ascension, which is true kind of in the way that they're really tuning into it now, whereas they have been ascending, but they've been resisting. So, you know, now it's like there's this surrender to it. There's this like overwhelming feeling of change and I have to do this. the connection to you is like how you guys are feeling each other right now, okay, is very, 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 very strong and very intense. And I know feminines, you guys, you know, you've been feeling this and you know that. But like the divine masculines, like they are feeling this like hazy right now. Okay, this is a very, very intense energy. They want to come in. It's something that they, you know, I'm getting like mulling it over. This is something that they think about constantly. You know, and I just feel that they're moving out of the energy of like when they think about it, they get anxious or anxiety and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, then they talk themselves out of it. Like the anxiousness of it, like it's there, like as far as like, you know, I really want to talk. I really want to communicate. I really want to be truthful and honest with my feminine, but I don't know, the thought of it just makes me, ooh, so, you know, I don't know, you know. But that's what they are. That's like what is subsiding. Okay. There's more of like what I'm getting is like an antsy energy now around it. Let me go ahead and close the blinds here. And feminines, you guys might be picking up on that antsiness too. You might be feeling it. You know, you might get bouts of like anxiety that, you know, is not even really like your energy per se. Okay, there's a great balancing happening with twin flames right now. Big time. The Gemini full moon that we just had was big, really big, for these divine connections, for these divine unions is what I want to say, right? It really helped the masculines see through the illusion even more is what I want to say, to see deeper into the truth of their life and their partnerships and their cycles that they've been in. All right, so they are, I mean, clearly like they're, sorry about that, guys. You guys won't really tell on your end, but I had to start a new video. Anyways, so, wow, hello. So what I was saying when the video cut out was that the masculines are, they're getting ready for some big stuff here. They're creating the shifts and the changes within as within, so without, right? So the more that they shift and change, the more that their reality is going to reflect that, right? When we ascend, when we awaken and we start ascending, right? All of that old, heavy, dense, you know, the ego, all of the stuff, right? It starts to fall away, right? We start healing these parts of ourselves where we are in our ego or where we lack self-love. We start making choices based from the heart and intuition rather than, notoriety and recognition and, image and things like that, right? So that's where the masculines are at as well. And if you're here watching this, then you understand what I'm saying about that. So they're starting to mirror that energy back to the feminine, okay? And I think that the feminine, you guys are feeling that, okay? It's like a power surge. You guys are feeling that. A lot of enlightenment here, all right? You are their home. You guys are home for each other. So there is this like very nostalgic, very I miss my home, I want to go home type energy, but you're their happy place, okay? So right now it's like this medallion here, see how it's like lighting up the darkness here, and then you see all the light here, you see the darkness here, but the connection to you is, see how it's like pulling them up out of the dark, out of the depths, out of the shadows, and into alignment, chakra alignment here with the rainbow, but alignment with, very serendipitous, divine timing type energy. Like night and day, like I said. All right. So, you guys are going to be very surprised for a lot of you, even though you like maybe tune into messages, readings, maybe you're feeling it intuitively, but like when it happens, it really does bring the element of surprise with it. Okay, but there is happiness here. Like when they think of you coming home to you, uniting with you, speaking to you, being with you, like this is how they feel. You light them up, feminine. Literally, like your light lights them up. Like your energy lights them up, like everything about you. Okay. So confirmation here that there's massive enlightenment happening on the masculine side and in their life and about everything that I was talking about before. This is a really good message. So hopefully, hopefully I don't have any issues with getting it uploaded. Eight of Wands. There's a pickup in the energy here. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's like a surge of energy that you guys could probably feel, you know, energetically between you and your masculine, in your guys' like energy field, of what you guys share together. This is like a forward movement. It's about manifestations. It's about passionate communication. All right. So there's something here that's wanting to be revealed, wanting to be talked about, shared, spoken. And I'm getting chills all the way up my left leg. And that's confirmation for the feminine side. Okay. The left side is our feminine side. The right side is our masculine side. Right. So this is about what the feminine is going to be encountering and receiving from her counterpart. Okay. Like, look at all this like rainbow, colorful energy, rainbow color here. The coloring on these two cards literally matches this card perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. You got the yellow and the yellow, and then this coloring right here. Okay. This sword of truth is coming your way, divine feminine. And I'm just hearing like, get ready, get ready. Okay. Like things are going to be shown to you, going to be revealed to you. Okay. And I think that, you know, the only thing on their mind right now is like the happily ever after with their divine feminine. And when I say happily ever after, I mean like coming into union, physical 3D union, not just in the 5D. When they think of this and when they envision this, okay, this is what they see and feel. This is what they see and feel with you. All right. Okay. So someone who is very, you know, focused upon you, upon this, upon, you know, they're, you know, carrying such a big light and torch for you. Like the fire is still burning. It burns hotter and deeper than it ever has before. You know, I feel that it's like the lion behind him. I'm getting like, it's like they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're going, you know, why it's like it's shadow work. They're facing the shadow parts of self, of pride and ego. Lion's pride, you know, and the lion is a beautiful energy. It's a leadership energy. It's, you know, the king energy, king of the jungle, very heart-centered, you know, but when it's out of alignment or when it's in the shadow, it's prideful, it's ego. And that's what the masculine has been in. Okay. Like, you know, I feel that there's like a resentful energy that maybe they were projecting out, like, or to the feminine, like where they felt resentful, maybe because you didn't chase them, like you didn't sit and, you know, run after them. You know, if you did, it did not probably last very long because of your self-love, because of what you started embodying. And you started going, no, I'm not going to deal with this. Doesn't matter who you are, as far as like, you're my twin flame or you're my, you know, a past life soulmate, whatever it is, right? Like I said, I'm honing in on the twin flame energies, but this can resonate with any of you guys if you're, you know, if you've encountered a divine soulmate in that way. But they're like looking at themselves in the mirror is what I'm seeing, is like he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's going like, there's no need to have that pride and ego anymore. It's being released. And The masculines like are kind of like coming to terms with like, you know, wow, I see that I have been prideful. I have been in the ego. You know, I have been keeping myself stuck. I have been, you know, and what my feminine has been showing me is the opposite of that, which is, you know, living in your truth, in your power, you know, being confident. There's a lot of insecurities being healed within this King of Wands energy. Okay, so, you know, you're their guru, you're their teacher in this lifetime. And so they've learned a lot from you. And then we have the Devil coming out. There's that Devil energy of, it's obsession. It's very much like, I think about you nonstop. I pleasure myself to you, like to your photos, to your pictures, you know, it doesn't matter. Like there's also this like energy of like feeling guilt. Okay. Like they feel guilty about how much they think of the feminine, how much they fantasize about the feminine. If they are with a karmic third party, there's a guilt factor, you know, but it's also showing them, it's like they're listening to that inner compass, to the soul, to the heart, instead of, again, the ego and, you know, all of the other stuff, which is helping them to release the image, the, you know, whatever image they've been trying to maintain and the facade they've been trying to maintain. It's no longer feasible for them to do, and it's no longer, what's the word? Not consistent. Where it's like, it's not something that can last any longer. It's not sustainable. Thank you. It's not sustainable. Okay. So they are stepping up. They're stepping up. Tell me about this Devil. The Hangman, the Fool. Holy shit. 3 major arcanas just flipped up together. The Hangman, we're seeing a lot, okay? And it's just, again, more enlightenment. Someone who sees, you know, they're getting themselves unstuck, okay? So that they're seeing from a higher perspective. They're seeing things differently. They want new beginnings in their life. They are ready for new paths, new, you know, to take leaps of faith, to, you know, follow their intuition. And that's the big difference here, is they're listening to the voice of their soul, their intuition. And things are crumbling fast on their side. And I feel that they are going to be coming in quite suddenly. There's the Ace of Wands. I saw that earlier. They're feeling like new levels of passion, new levels of emotion, new levels of love, like new levels of self-love. Like they're, again, in layers, right? So just like the feminine, like you started loving yourself more and more and more. You started doing self-love, self-care. You started healing, shadow work, clearing, purging, right? But where you were maybe a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, however, right? You're very different from where you were then. And you know that, right? They are the same way. And they're really looking back and they're going, wow, I am ready for some forward movement here. I'm ready to take charge. I'm ready to, you know, be victorious. I really want victory with my divine feminine. Again, there's things speeding up here. And I feel like because of like, again, like going back to like eclipse season, you know, the energies of October, and then, you know, going through November, the 11/11 portal, again with, you know, like I mentioned, the Gemini full moon that we just recently had. And I just feel like from this full moon in Gemini to the new moon that's coming up soon here, I forget what sign it's in, but anyways, there's a big transformative energy and a massive alignment occurring for twin flames at this time. And I just feel divine unions in general for a lot of people. The time is right. The time is right. And they feel it too. They feel it as well. Okay. And then justice. I mean, are you kidding me? This is major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major. I mean, these are all major energies. This is major change, major playing out karma, healing the karma, getting out of the shadow energy and into the light and balancing. Karmic justice. They are clearing karma. They're balancing. And they're manifesting another major arcana. Very focused on what they're manifesting and what they want. There is, we have the 12-12 portal that's going to be coming up. And I feel this is a portal right here. Okay. And I feel that too. Again, I feel that the further we get into December, the more intense this energy is going to get. Big time. Big time. Especially right now, because we're in the holiday season, the holidays, right? There's something very nostalgic about the holiday season for a lot of these masculines. And they are definitely keeping their eye on you. They want to know everything that you're up to, everything that's going on. They watch the things that you post. You know, if your pages are public or your social media is public, but even if it's not, right, they still will maybe go visit your page, even though it's, you know, they can see your photo. They're watching, if they have photos of you in, you know, from the past, pictures, stuff that you guys shared when you guys, you know, reconnected in the physical, however long ago, etc., rereading old text messages, old conversations. It's like their way of being close to you while you guys are still in a physical separation. And all I'm getting is like the intensity is growing. The intensity is growing. Like, and I feel that's why we have the devil, but also like, I just feel that it's them coming to terms with the devil energy that they have been embodying or allowing to remain in their life. And I think they're seeing it big time, right? Big time. A lot of enlightenment, a lot of clarity. There's clarity here. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let me go ahead and just get some messages. So this is from my message deck, one of my message decks that I've created. This is my newest one, but I haven't used it in a message for a little bit. So I thought, okay, today we're going to see what the Divine Masculines want to say at this time to the Divine Feminine. If you guys want to book a reading with me, you want to hone in on your own personal twin flame situation, your own journeys, you know, spiritual guidance, whatever it is, you can find all of the info in the description box. I have a few different types of readings that I offer and different services. And thank you, my loves, for joining me here on the channel. I'm going to be really sad if for some reason this doesn't allow me to upload, or if there's, because this is like such a good message. I am fully reconnected to my soul's consciousness. I am integrating exactly. Yep. Exactly. Exactamundo. Yep. You are my true north, the one who has led me back to my truest self. Thank you, amor. Aww. See, they've learned from you. You reflected back to them healing and, you know, self-love and all these things, right? Let's go ahead and get a couple more. Thank you. Oh my, literally, I just freaking said that. I just said this, literally, mirroring. Thank you for mirroring such strength. You inspire me. You're my teacher of self-love, soul mission, healing, and healthy boundaries, and magic. So you have showed all of this to them, okay? You cannot make this stuff up. I swear, I love it. I love it. It will never, ever get old, ever. You activated my cosmic heart. I feel that we belong together. Yes, yes, yes. And that's truly how they feel. Again, 10 of Cups, like that happily ever after energy, you know, but they are in a tower. They are going through tower moments right now in their life. Things are being broken down big time so that things can be rebuilt on a true, you know, destined level or soul level or whatever you want to say. I have stayed with the karmic out of guilt and superficial reasons. Exactly. Like, these cards are backing up literally word for word what I've been saying in this message. I talked about how there's guilt, how they feel guilt, how they feel shame, how there's embarrassment. Okay, but it literally, like, wow. Superficial reasons, yeah. What are people going to say if I, you know, if we divorce? What are people going to think and say if I, you know, go through this breakup, you know? You know, for some of these masculines, they have a family dynamic with a karmic partner. There's children involved, bills involved, money, you know, finances, like things like that. So I'm getting like entanglements. So they're working through the entanglements as they integrate their new ascended version of self. And they're just going to keep, just like you, they're just going to keep going up from there, more enlightened. We belong together. I always felt this, and it's taken time, but I'm ready to make this happen. You see? You see? So this could happen like right now around this time, but this could also be like the incoming energy. You know, this could even go through December into like maybe the first like week of January, second week of January even. But I'm going to say like the next several weeks. Okay. I think that for a lot of you guys, you're going to receive communication around Christmas, around the New Year, around the literal holiday. Maybe you don't celebrate that. That's fine. It's about the timing. It's not about, I mean, yeah, like the holiday is infusing nostalgia, but it's about the timing of it. One more, please. Oh, wow, how did that, I didn't even see that one. Okay. I know that you're my twin flame. I know this is powerful, and I know that we are meant to be together. I feel so lucky to be your twin. Thank you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Talk about like enlightenment and seeing things for what they really are. And I've been talking about that. They're being guided and shown twin flame messages, twin flame readings, twin flame stuff. They're being guided just like you were. Okay, I have recognized that what I feel for you is unavoidable. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I have for you guys today. Thank you again for all of your love and support here on the channel. Again, if you want to go follow me over on Instagram, GypsyCowgirlTarot. I would love to have any of you guys over there. And I just hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this message. Let me know how this connects with you, if there is confirmation, synchronicities for you. I always love connecting with you guys in the comments. And yeah, I think that's it. So get ready. I'm telling you, there's a get ready energy. I keep hearing it. Get ready, get ready. And again, I feel that there's an element of, you know, out of nowhere surprise. Like I feel like for some of the masculines, they're even shocked when they reach out or when they communicate. Like I feel like they even surprise themselves. Like, oh my gosh, like, you know. So I don't know. That's what I got. Thank you again. Mwah. Bye.